Good morning. Happy Easter. Thank you for joining me today. On today's Sunday wig chat, I just like to, first of all, like I said, happy Easter, everybody, and hope everybody is staying safe and healthy today, and be thankful for everything that we do have in our life, and pray for the things that we need to rectify. In today's review, I took today as an opportunity to basically go over all my longer wigs that I'm saying goodbye to for the next several months. I'm just going to be sporting the shorter wigs or the shoulder length wigs and nothing longer. And today, before I forget, because I always forget to mention, today I'm wearing the Vivid collection by Wigs. This is the Lisa, and if you're interested in seeing the unboxing of her, I did a review for them. I can put that here. And she's a very pretty wig. I love the fiber, and I have yet to wear her out to work. I still have a job part time now. It's like 4 days a week, and but I don't know how much longer that's going to continue. But I am going to wear it this week. This is the week that I started wearing the Phoebe last week, a couple days last week, and then starting next week, no more longer wigs whatsoever. So today I wanted to give you a breakdown of what I found from the wigs that I've had from September, first week of September to now, till Easter. And I'm going to start with, this is my very first wig that I purchased. This was the Dylan from paulayoung. And all of these I've done reviews on, so every one of them you can look up on my playlists under the manufacturer's name. So I have a paulayoung's playlist. You can see what she used to look like as compared to what I've made her into now. I have done video on her making her my bed wig, and I've put curls back into her because she just looks so bad after sleeping on her. So that, again, that video I could put here on how I put curls, I steamed curls into her, and she did her job. I mean, I don't wear her right now because it's not winter out, but I have worn her many times to bed to keep my head warm. So that was the paulayoung Dylan. And I was very rough with this wig, my first wig, and I thought after a couple wears I should wash her. And so I really, did a lot of damage to her. But as far as the damage was not with the fibers so much as all the washings did to the actual base of the cap. It separated where the wefts were. That's where all the washing really did its damage to her. I can't say that the fibers suffered, especially the back of the nape. I was very happy with looking back on the paulayoung's nape of the neck. That the fibers did not wear as fast as the wefts did from all the washing that I've done. Okay, so this is paulayoung Dylan in Golden Lights. Okay. The second wig I purchased was the Mason. The Mason was another one I purchased relatively within a couple weeks of each other. And I went darker, and I shouldn't have gone darker. I should have stuck with the Golden Lights, because as much as I liked the Mason's outdoor, when she looked at me with my complexion outdoors, indoors, in work, the fluorescent lighting wreaked havoc with my complexion and her darkness. Now, she doesn't look dark now because this is the wig that I boiled. Yes, I boiled her, and I can put that video here to see if I could put some kind of a curl in her, because she was so super straight. And she was longer, and I have cut her, trying to make her, the ends bothered me with the straight hair. They constantly got into my jaw, and I couldn't stand that in the office, wearing her, leaning over the desk with it on, so I would pin her back, and she looked very pretty pinning back. I mean, I have plenty of pictures of her. She looked very natural. I really can't say anything bad about that, other than I should never went this dark and straight, poker straight. So I experimented with her. And again, for having her and worn her and boiled her, that's the nape hair for these Paula Youngs. Um, really, really, I don't see the bird nesting. You know, I mean, I've worn her a lot in the beginning in September and October, and I boiled her and I steamed her and I washed her repeatedly. So again, the Paula Young fibers I find, you know, lasted. Okay, so that's my mason. The next one I bought, oh, and she was in honey wheat. Yeah, I think it was honey wheat is the mason. My next one I bought was the Amazon one that I bought from the Lidl. She's tucked way up in the box. I bought two of them, and I love the shade so much and the color so much, and but it didn't last. They came very rock starry, very 80s, rock in the 80s style, and I had to trim her up, remove a lot of hair, remove wefts. I really did a lot of practicing with those, and I could put that video here, and that would be under the Amazon purchase on my playlist. The next one I purchased would be the Paula Young Gayle. Gayle was another long wig. She was actually probably 4 or 5 inches longer than this. This is in Golden Lights. And I purchased Gayle. This is where I started writing down when I did it. She's in Golden Lights or SF613-14. So if you wanted to look up Gayle. Gayle is a very, not a full wig. I would say the density is very good. I wore her a lot. She is, you can wear up. I've done updos with her. I've pulled back the sides. And again, now this is since August, September. I started wearing them out. And a little bit of bird nesting with this one. What I did with this one, I did bathe her in the silicone mix and put her in a plastic bag and ziplocked her for half a day or so, or left her overnight. I forget. I'd have to look at my videos for that, because I think I did a video on her too in my kitchen, and revived her, totally revived her. Now I don't know if it's because of the lighter color, the strawberry blondes, and that's why she looked drier to me. It's not as rich as the reds or the goldens, more of a red tone. So this one, it did seem drier to me. It just seemed like it dried out. So here's her nape. Here's the Paula Young Gayle. And the best thing with these longer wigs, even though they do bird nest and tangle, you can start cutting them, and they cut very well. So that's her nape. And now, I mean, is she still wearable? Yes. What I would probably do in the fall, I would probably give her another bath in the silicone mix, just the ends if anything, and then maybe steam her a little bit and get her revved up for more full wearing. But I intend on wearing her again, no problem. Okay, so that is the Paula Young Gayle. Very nice wig. I wish I had bought her in one of the reddish ones, and I think it's called the Harvest Blend. I think it's Paula Young Harvest Blend. That's the one I might be looking into for the fall to purchase another long hair wig from Paula Young in the darker ones. After Paula Young, I made a quick visit to the Vivica Fox's, her collection, and I purchased Autumn V, which is a shorter one, and this is Goldie V. Now, Goldie V was I call her my romantic wig. I've only worn her, I think, a total of 9 hours that I can, since I started keeping track, which was in January. I've only worn her 9 hours to one function, because she's so full and she's so pretty, and she's just something I would wear all dressed up, and I will pull back the sides and I make it very romantic, is what I call her. So her fibers, I mean, I've only worn her like 9 hours since January. And before that I only wore maybe 2 or 3 other times at a function. So I can't really, I mean, her fiber looks good. That's the nape of her neck right there. It's a little bit of I guess flyaways. Has never been washed and never steamed, never done anything to her other than put her on, wear her, take her off, maybe give her a quick finger comb, and that's it. That's all from, she's like that Charlie's Angels flare going on the side. If you put her on, the one side had like a Charlie Angel side, and the other side was a little bit different. But, and she was only like a I'm gonna say like under $30. I bought her on sale under $30, so I can't, you know, the price, and I've gotten a lot of wear out of her. The next wig I bought is another Amazon wig, from Hair Cube. She was, I think, $23. A lot of people had asked me about, I've worn her. This is the one I usually wear in an updo in a claw clip back here. And she was, again, a little light. And I look at that, so you can see that I have to trim up her ends because I did put some silicone mix on her. The ends are very, very dry, very flyaway, the back. I tried steaming the very back at the nape of the neck, and because it wasn't wearing too well back here. After a couple hours, it all bird's nest back up. I've worn her 160 hours. So for a $23 wig, that was sent to me by mistake. That's where this whole thing lied. I couldn't even tell you what color this is because on Amazon, I ordered a light brown wig from Hair Cube. Now the reviews said it looks red. In the picture, it looked like a maybe a brown, golden brown. When I got her, this is the one I got. This was a lot longer, and it's not the one in the picture. So I have no idea. You know, I've tried going back to that site to see if I can buy another one. I have yet to find, I remember the picture of the woman, and it's not there. So I don't know how I got this. So I can't even tell you. It does have a simulated scalp, basic cap, no frills, bra strap, adjusters, no felt anywhere. It's just no metal stays. But I'll tell you, when I put her on and I put her in a claw clip, I've gotten a lot of compliments from her. So what I plan on doing for the fall would be to fix the ends just a little bit, maybe give her a little bit more of a cutting. Not the outer fibers. The outer fibers are fine. There's the outer fibers. It's just the inside fibers of the nape at the base is where they're really starting to show. So I don't want to cut too much off because, like I said, I wear her in a claw clip and I need the length. And, but yeah, very happy with this purchase. Very happy for $23. And the only problem was you have to wear, I had to give her bangs. I gave her bangs because they were a little bit too long. And you cannot separate it anymore because if you do, you're going to see the weft right there. So I wear it in such a way, I pull it over to the side, I put it up in a claw clip, and I'm good to go. I'll wear her the whole day at work. And she's a beautiful dark strawberry blonde color. Okay, that's Hair Cube. The next one I purchased was my Hollywood main attraction. Hollywood main attraction. I have never cut her. I have bathed her, I think twice. 3 times since I've had her. I started keeping my journal on her from February 3rd till now. I've worn her 128 hours. And she is Hollywood in apricot. Got a lot of wear out of her. I got a lot of compliments out of her. The fibers in the back do get that bird nesting, especially now. You know, I don't know. I don't know if that's normal. She was $135. And by far the most expensive wig I have ever purchased to date. I love the color. I love the style. I thought I would have gotten better wear out of the fibers for her. I was actually thinking for a long time to buy her in nutmeg, but I never made that purchase. The the lace front is beautiful. I have no problem with that. She's good wear, good felt ear tabs, bendable stays, uh, the Velcro adjusters. The cap feels like a good cap wear. The fibers is where, and like I said, this is after I've had a few wigs, so I learned how to take care of them. I just thought for a more expensive wig, I was going to get a little bit of a better wear out of her, and I don't think I did. I don't see much of a difference. So, you know, I plan on keeping her, wearing her in the fall. I am definitely going to have to give her a trim for the fall. She's going to lose, I would say, probably about half an inch on the base, because what happens is after I wear her a few hours, even though I have treated her with the Avanti mix, the silicone, the ends just clump. It looks like a wig. It just clumps up at the very ends. So now, to be fair, I did wear her to an Eagles game. So, and after that Eagles game, it seemed like she never bounced back. So it could be maybe I damaged her wearing the scarf and the hats, and it was cold, and the friction and wearing the blanket, and I was very cold. I wore her all day. She was on there for like 10 hours. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. Maybe somebody could let me know, comment, anybody else out there has a Hollywood, and let me know how your fibers have handled it. Like I said, I'm going to have to give her a trim for the fall. Is she still wearable? Yes, but I'm going to have to do something to her to make her wearable. Okay, so that's the Hollywood um, in apricot. My next purchase, I found the Wig Company. After that, I went to the Wig Company. And look at this, I gotta fix this hair. Okay. My first purchase from the Wig Company was Fashion Fever. I love Fashion Fever. Fashion Fever, since February 7th till March 31st, 210 hours of Fashion Fever. I bathed her on March 10th after 180 hours of wear was the first time I bathed her. And now here's her. Okay, Fashion Fever is a lace front, basic, not basic cap, but it has the Velcro stays, felt ear tabs, bendable stays in there. This is in Strawberry Whip or K5027, which is a favorite color of mine with the Wig Company. And I've gotten a lot of compliments wearing her. She did not come with bangs. I believe Fashion Fever is in their clearance section now, I think. And I got her, she was typically on sale for like $90 all the time, $99. And I got her on sale for like less than half of that because they were having some kind of a special. I got an email and a coupon, and I got her for like $49, I think. Fashion Fever has never been cut or trimmed, but I have given her a silicone bath, and it brought her right back. If the ends were looking a little bit flyaway. I just showed you the nape. Here's the nape. I can't really say anything bad about the nape. It's a little bit bird nesting. So what I'm going to do is I'll give her another bath in a silicone mix. There's the lace front and the scalp. It's beautiful. It has the mono part right there. Like I said, I love this wig. I love the color. I love to wear it. It looked very natural. It feels natural. It's a lower density. It's not as thick as, say, the Hollywood. And I thought it was more believable for a woman of my age to have this amount of hair versus this amount of hair. So in reality, the Hollywood I should thin to get her to look like Fashion Fever. And okay, so that's Fashion Fever. So what I will do again in the fall, like I said, I'm going to give her a bath in a silicone mix. maybe even a bath because I haven't bathed her since March, and I wore her like 40 hours after that. So maybe I might bath her again. I don't know yet. But I definitely will give her a silicone bath, and I might even take a little bit off the bottom just to rev her up for the fall. Okay, my next purchase was also from the Wig Company. This is Catwalk. Catwalk, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful curls. And I should remember the name, I'm sorry. The Catwalk was in F33-263 or Golden Auburn Blonde. Beautiful color. Beautiful. The different textures and the different colors that you see through the highlights. She is a lace front and sort of like a mono. I had trouble with this part because she comes with no bangs, and it was just a straight down the middle, separated on the sides. I did not like that. So and again, she was a clearance wig. I want to say 40. I got her for $40, and she was like a $169 wig, and they had her. Now, let me show you the name of her. Really, really handled all the wear. I have worn Catwalk 170 hours since I started February 7th. Okay, 170 hours. I did give her a silicone bath after the first 40. Okay, so she did get that to rev up the I call it rev up, to rev up the curls, and I washed her and I hung her upside down, and she bounced right back. I've never cut her other than the bangs, so I can put her video here. And she's a very full wig, very curly wig, a lot of hair. The fibers are great. And how I usually wore her was bangs, and I would put a cloth headband on, and it just turned out very pretty. I mean, or I would wear the sides pulled back, because it was just, for me, it was just too much hair on my face, so I would pull back the sides. But for a $40 purchase, I would definitely buy her again in this same color. I love this color. I love this Golden Auburn Blonde. It has so many different highlights, and she looks beautiful in the sun. Okay. And my last purchase of the longer wigs, this is the last one, would be also from the Wig Company. Once I found the Wig Company, I remember the first time I heard of the name was through Daily Dazzle and Dawn. She was talking about it, and I looked them up, and I was just hooked after I saw their prices. And, you know, I read all the remarks and the comments. So this is the new Vibrant in Strawberry Blonde. It's number 502. She is the reddest I would think. Yes, she's as red. This is a dark red. This is the hair cube. So this is the reddest of the Wig Company's wigs that I have. I have worn her since February 2nd, 168 hours. She has gotten, I did a review on her, so you can check that out. If I have enough cards up, I think you only got so many cards during the videos, I'll put her up here. But again, she would be under the Wig Company's playlists. All of them are. Yeah, good wig. I really like her. She seems fuller. She is a fuller wig, but because of it being shorter hair up here and it cascades down to the curls down here, it doesn't feel like that to me. She has a basic hat. She has bendable ear stays, no felt on the ear tabs, extended nape, and here is her nape hair fibers. I have never bathed her in 168 hours of wear, so she will definitely be bathed. I will definitely put some, I have put silicone, the water spray on her. That's generally how when I take them off, I would take them off, give them a light brushing or with the comb, and then I would spritz them with the silicone and water and the spray, you know, saturate all in, and I would hang it upside down on my wig stay, my wig stands for the next wear. So this is her, never been bathed other than the silicone. Um, and she has a lot of life left. And let's see, anything else I wrote down about her? I wore her to the first week of April. That was the last time I wore her, April 2nd, actually. So, yeah, very good wig. I love the color. The color's very red. And, yeah, I would definitely buy her again also. So, that ends my long hair collection. They will all be put away for the winter. When I mean winter, I'm just going to summer. I would just put them back in my wig closet on their stands in the back. Nice, give them some air back there. But they won't come back out now till, fall comes around. And now I'm definitely wearing my shorter wigs, and I'm enjoying that. It's a whole different whole different reason to put on a wig in the morning now. It's like, oh, okay, look at this style. So again, I'm sporting my Lisa, and I appreciate you stopping by today. Have a very blessed Easter out there, and I hope any questions or comments, let me know. Any thoughts or any of your own reviews on my wigs or on your own wigs that I haven't mentioned, please let me know, and I'll be happy to answer the questions. Until then, I don't know when I'll be doing another review. Probably during the week. I have a couple more ideas to do. I do not have any more wigs to review at this point. So I hope everybody stays safe, stay healthy. God bless, and until next time, bye.